Hello everyone, I'm with a man that you might recognise, Mr. Rory Reid, off of actual Top Gear.
Hello.
Hello. Thank you very much for coming into our humble abode. And as you can see, we've got a Justin Reader.
How?
That was your joke, actually. I took your joke.
How weird is that?
Yeah.
I walk in and I see this thing.
I've got a few questions for you. I'm not going to show you them.
All right, I'm ready.
Mr. Rory Reid, in true Top Gear style, tell me what I've been up to recently.
Alex, I know that you have been interviewing Kimi Räikkönen. That's how they do it on the show.
Are you reading this or something?
Apparently. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Cameraman's crotch just behind the camera is someone's crotch, so it looks a bit dodgy. You've been interviewing Kimi Räikkönen, haven't you?
Yep.
I saw that. That's a great video, by the way.
Thank you very much.
Well done on
It's
that.
very nice. What else have I been up to?
I don't really watch him very much, to be honest with you. So
Sorry?
I have no idea. You're not as famous as you think you are, buddy. All right. You're in the presence of a giant over here.
Dude,
all right.
do I need to show you this?
Yeah, it's heavy.
Congratulations.
It's heavy. I'll give you that.
That's actually, if you look down there, it's got my name on it. Congratulations. Don't look too closely. This is quite a big day.
For you.
Well, for you as well, because
Okay.
you get to see me again.
I get to talk to you. All right.
Now there is quite a large elephant in the room, and not you, okay? Because not 2 hours ago, Mr. Chris Evans, your boss, Big Dog Chris Evans, he quit Top Gear. And this is actually the first interview that you've done since then.
Yeah.
So, what are your thoughts, and what's your day been like?
So I'm like you.
Yeah.
I'm like I read it on the internet just like you. So
you're a bit emotional.
I haven't called him yet. I haven't called
You're a bit
him.
emotional.
I haven't called
sad?
him. I haven't called him yet. I'll give you a hug.
Yeah. I'm all about the hug. If you want to be my lover, would you get with my friends?
I wouldn't want to be your lover personally, Alex, but in theory, if I was going to be one's lover, then yeah, absolutely.
So
I'd get with her friends all day long. That's a bonus.
Are we going with yes?
Yes.
For me, if you want to be my lover?
Not for you, but in general, yeah. It's like having your cake and eating it, isn't it?
I've got a lot of cake to eat. What do you really think of Chris Evans?
I like Chris Evans.
Yeah?
A lot.
I don't really like his stuff.
No?
No.
Okay.
What was it like finding out that you'd landed the Top Gear job?
Right, what you don't know about that whole process is that it was really, really convoluted. I did my audition, I got called in for a screen test. I had to drive around the track to show I could drive. I had to do like a studio sequence to prove I could present in the studio. And then there was about sort of 2 or 3 months of just like waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. And at first they turned me down for it. Then I submitted my Rolls-Royce rap video. Yeah. And then sent that to them and said, what about now?
By the way, I can rap. Bada bada bow, your mum's a rhino.
So when they finally got around to actually, putting that contract in front of me, yeah, I was happy, man. I was over the moon. Yeah.
So it wasn't overnight, so you kind of, waiting and waiting and waiting.
Yeah, absolutely.
I know what it's like. You wait and wait and wait, and then they finally give it up and you're like, it wasn't actually as good as I thought it would be.
Yeah, and then suddenly you get it, and then it's like, this was good. I suppose.
I'll stick with it for a little while.
I suppose I could do this again.
How long does a typical Top Gear shoot last? Say your Mustang piece, for example, that aired yesterday.
Yeah. All right, so you fly out on, well, by the way, with the Mustang shoot, that was my first one that I shot. So I got announced.
It shows.
I'm messing. No, okay, it kind of does. So I got announced on I think the Thursday, and on the Friday I flew out to Scotland.
Damn.
And I was like, okay, this is happening. And you film on the Saturday, the Sunday, and the Monday for that one. So it was a 3-day shoot.
Now that you've made it to Top Gear, you must have bought an awesome car. What awesome car have you bought now that you're on Top Gear?
I bought a Hyundai Santa Fe.
I think, sorry, we need to probably start this. Now that you've made it onto Top Gear, you must have bought an awesome car.
Hyundai Santa Fe, 7-seater, got a family, yeah, black on black, fully murdered out, black wheels, black windows. It's a diesel as well. I think it's a 2.2.
This is embarrassing.
What? It's like,
you're on Top Gear and you bought yourself a murdered out Santa.
It's got 7 seats, mate.
Yeah. Burger King or McDonald's?
McDonald's.
Speaking of food, okay, we're going to pause because I bought you a present. Jacob's cream crackers. There you go. Before you take them, we're going to have a little challenge. An eat-off. Sorry?
Are you serious?
Yes. So the challenge is, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, Ethan, is it 3 crackers in 1 minute?
You're exactly right.
Can we get a countdown timer going?
What's this got to do with cars, though?
If you were to lop off the end, it'd be a bit like a rotary engine.
Go.
Oh, that's so dry.
It's so hard.
I don't think I'll be able to drink one. Oh, it's so dry.
That's 20 seconds.
What? I've got them. Have you swallowed any?
That's 36 seconds.
I'm gonna choke. I think I'm winning.
3, 2, 1. Stop.
Did you do it? Say something. We'll just see who can swallow quickest. I think I win.
Bullshit.
You
Why?
swallowed none.
I'm working on it. I think that's a clear victory for YouTube. Do you pass the CT fist test?
Absolutely not. No, I do not.
Would you like to see more classics get tested on Top Gear?
Yeah, but do you know what I'd like to see? Because typically you get these classics being tested by who are typically the kind of elder statesmen of the group of Top Gear who happen to be around at any given time. I want to see the youngest of the group test those older cars.
Who is the youngest? Is that you?
It'd be me, yeah. So in Extra Gear, I drove the MGB, the Frontline edition, the Abingdon edition. And I think it's a great contrast seeing how like a younger person relates to the newer car.
And going back to the Abingdon feature, you were genuinely surprised, weren't you, by the reaction from the older boys?
Yeah. Well, I thought they'd hate me.
Why, just because of you?
Just, yeah, you don't get a lot of black people in those kind of groups.
I didn't want to say it, but you're 100%
Someone's
right.
got to say it, right? So yeah, you turn up in one of these old MGBs and you stick out like a sore thumb. But people were lovely, man.
The reaction was good, wasn't it?
They were really, really nice people, yeah.
Do you get recognised on the street?
Yeah.
A lot?
Yeah, I do, yeah. I don't have to wear glasses and a hoodie, but I get quite a few people recognising me. You know when it's worse is when you go to Goodwood, because there's like every petrol head in the country is there basically.
I was swamped.
Were you?
Yeah. I mean, I walked in the gate and they're like, "Can I see your pass?" I'm like, come on guys. Snog, marry, avoid. Chris Harris, Matt LeBlanc, Eddie Jordan.
Why is Sabine not in this list?
Why are you being sexist?
Okay. Can you do Snog, marry, kill? Because I'd kill myself.
I'm going to have to push you now.
They're
Mr.
all
Rory
equally
Reid.
disgusting to me, to be honest with you.
Cool, that's
so
nice. I'm sure that's very comforting to them.
I wouldn't marry Eddie, so...
You're going to snog Eddie?
I'd snog Eddie. No. Would I? I don't know. I can't do this.
Just go with it, man.
Okay, I'd snog Eddie. I would
why?
avoid Chris Harris, because me and him we really don't get on. Marry Matt LeBlanc?
Matt LeBlanc.
Yeah, we get on. Yeah,
so what I've got from this is that you wouldn't mind sleeping with Eddie Jordan. You like older men, don't you?
Yeah, I like bigger fists.
Now, actually, we've got something that's very fitting, okay? Pause for an arm wrestle, it says. It says on my piece of paper. Are we holding onto the table? We can give it a little hold
yeah,
on
go on then.
Round one, fight!
This is going to go on forever, isn't it?
No! No! Oh my god!
Get in!
No! No!
That's why you're not on Top Gear.
You want some more crackers?
No.
How much control do you have of Extra Gear?
It's a tricky question to answer because Extra Gear is a show about a show. It's not a show on its own, so you can't say, right, this is what I'm doing this week, because it has to be relevant to what's happened in the main show. So the bits that I do in the main show, I've got the ability to suggest ideas for Extra Gear. So with the Focus RS piece or the Tesla piece, I direct the behind the scenes footage basically. So I say, right, this is what I'm doing, and I pretty much decide what goes into the film or what footage to supply the editors to go into the film. So no, awesome. Not much control at all.
What would your ideal Top Gear look like? Redesign it, or don't redesign it.
I'd have more like elephants, more animals in general, I think.
Yeah?
Yeah, we'd do donuts around animals. Apart from that, just less Chris Harris.
Yeah.
Yeah, more me.
You don't like short people very much, do you? This is the vibe that I'm getting. Chris Harris and I, we're the same heights.
No, I don't mind you. I would say I like you, but I don't mind you.
You strike me as a heightist.
I'm not a heightist. I'm just, it's just people with fewer followers than me. I don't really get on with. There's levels to this, and you're not quite You're not quite there.
So it must really suck for you, because we see Chris Harris driving actual supercars on actual racetracks, getting the back end out, a bit like that dab of Oppo. And then there's you in Wales with a Focus RS, not really able to do anything very impressive.
In that film, I turned all the electronics off completely, including drift mode. And a lot of the shots you see are in just normal mode without electronics. So that with drift mode, you can go around the corner sideways and hold the steering wheel straight. But you don't have to use opposite lock. But if you turn everything off, then you can use it like a proper rear-wheel drive car and get a dab of Oppo.
Yeah.
And it's much more fun without drift mode. But get rid of Chris Harris because he gets all the good cars.
Too good. Better than you. Last question. This is important to me, okay? I've been asking racing drivers, celebrities, and now you. What do you think of my Mark 1 MX-5 Turbo, aka Phil, aka the best MX-5 in the world?
Bag of shit, like in a nutshell. I'm genuinely surprised you like it. You've driven so many great cars, and that is the car you choose to knock about in. You know what? There's a reason you only have about 8,500 followers. It's because they don't really respect what you have to say about cars or your opinion in general. So it's not just me, buddy. It's the world. We've spoken. We've spoken with our likes and follows.
That concludes the interview. Thanks.
See you later. And that's the attitude.
So you've built this yourself, you've got bucket seats, you've done all the flares, everything, 1.6 litre engine. It looks, I mean, this thing looks insane, check it out.